Would you choose loneliness or distress? As we grow older, loneliness turns into an even greater fear. Right now, we may have money and strength, but what happens when we grow old and weak? Surprisingly, knowing how to be alone is one of the most important preparations for retirement. Laozi, the founder of Taoism, once said, "Those who know others are wise, but those who know themselves are enlightened." True wisdom does not come from constant interaction with others, but from deep self-awareness. Today, we'll discuss why you should embrace solitude as you age, and 3 essential preparations for your retirement inspired by Eastern philosophy. Stay with us until the end, and don't miss the quick quiz to help reinforce today's wisdom. First, if you don't know how to be alone, you might burden others. All of man's misfortune comes from his inability to be alone. That is by Anthony Storr. In Taoism, solitude is not seen as loneliness, but as an opportunity to cultivate inner peace. Laozi emphasized the idea of wu wei, or effortless action, allowing things to flow naturally rather than clinging to relationships out of fear. My friend Minsu always struggled with loneliness. He constantly called his family on weekends, asking what they were doing. When his friends didn't make plans with him, he felt upset. At first, everyone understood and tried to support him, but over time they started distancing themselves. Eventually, Minsu fell deeper into loneliness. The Buddha taught that attachment leads to suffering. When we depend too much on others to fill our emptiness, we create unnecessary pain for ourselves and for them. Learning to be content in solitude allows us to cultivate independence, emotional stability, and resilience. Instead of fearing being alone, try embracing solitude. Develop hobbies, practice meditation, and reflect on your inner self. By doing so, you'll find peace within, rather than seeking validation from others. Second, cherish those who are close to you. Neglecting those closest to you will only leave you with loneliness. Confucianism teaches that relationships are fundamental to a harmonious life. However, these relationships should be based on respect and gratitude, not obligation and comparison. My old friend David always favored his distant relatives. He often spoke highly of distant relatives and would go out of his way to send them gifts, even though he hadn't seen them in years. However, he barely acknowledged the friends and colleagues who stood by him daily, offering help and companionship. As time passed, his closest relationships weakened, and he found himself feeling increasingly isolated. Confucius emphasized the virtue of ren, or benevolence, in family and friendships. If we only appreciate people when they are gone, we have failed to cultivate true harmony in life. Expressing gratitude to those close to us ensures that we are surrounded by meaningful connections rather than empty obligations. Instead of comparing and complaining, acknowledge and appreciate those who stay by your side. Cherish the people who truly care for you, and build relationships based on kindness and respect. Third, even if you're not friendly, stay open-minded. The moment we lose curiosity, we start aging. Buddhism teaches that an open mind and curiosity lead to wisdom. One of the key Buddhist principles is Shoshin, or beginner's mind, which means approaching life with openness and eagerness to learn. My younger brother wasn't particularly social, but he was always curious about new things. After retirement, he continued learning by attending different lectures and joining new groups. Even though he didn't form deep connections, engaging in light-hearted conversations helped him overcome loneliness. As we age, our social circles naturally shrink. However, this doesn't mean we have to cut ourselves off from the world. By staying open to new experiences and meeting new people, we can maintain vitality. Even casual interactions through hobbies or clubs can create meaningful moments. A curious and open mind is the key to enjoying life, no matter our age. Today, we explored why embracing solitude is essential as we age and how Eastern philosophy can guide us. Ultimately, instead of fearing loneliness, we should focus on how to make the most of our alone time. As Laozi said, be content with what you have, rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. How are you preparing for your later years? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Now, let's reinforce today's wisdom with a simple quiz. Take your time and think carefully before answering. First quiz starts. What is the most important reason to embrace solitude as you age? 1. Because it's more comfortable. 2. To overcome loneliness and improve life quality. 3. Because socializing is tiring. The answer is number 2. Learning to enjoy being alone turns solitude into freedom rather than isolation. Second quiz is this. What is the best way to maintain strong relationships with close ones? 1. Show appreciation instead of comparing. 2. Complain more often. 3. Prioritize distant acquaintances over close family. The answer is number 1. Valuing those closest to us helps maintain meaningful connections. Wishing you a happy and fulfilling retirement. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Thank you.